How exactly do you attract more of your perfect fit clients into your business without ever feeling fake, overwhelmed, or burning out? I might just have the solution, and it's called Value Whispering. Before I dive into that, let me quickly introduce you to who I am. I'm Melitta Campbell, multi-award winning business coach and value whisperer. And I've been working in marketing and communications for more than 3 decades. And over that time, I've started to see a clear pattern as to what works. The good news is what I discovered works extremely well for small businesses, especially those who have a service-based business. So how do you talk about your business in a way that feels natural and people lean in and say, wow, tell me more about that? That's exactly what I've been looking for. It's difficult. And even with my background in marketing, communications, and sales, when I came to promote myself and my own businesses, I discovered it's very different from promoting a company. And it takes more than just having the perfect marketing plan, the perfect SEO, the perfect online setup. You also need the courage and the confidence and the self-belief to make that work. You have to be showing up on a regular basis, which can be difficult if it doesn't feel natural, if it doesn't feel like it's coming from the heart, if it doesn't feel something that you're passionate about. However, when you embrace the value whispering approach to marketing, things can feel natural, can feel easy, can feel enjoyable, can feel just part of the way you do your business anyway, and start to attract a pipeline of your perfect clients and people who are excited to work with you. And I've mapped out this process step by step for you to show you exactly how you can embrace the value whispering approach to marketing. So I'll just open my slides and guide you through what is value whispering, how it could be working for you, and how you can get started today. Okay, so the art of value whispering, how to attract clients with integrity, ease, and joy without being loud or using fancy tactics. One thing I didn't mention is that I'm a massive introvert. I wrote the best-selling book, The Shy Girl's Guide to Networking, which really showed my journey to become more confident putting myself out there, networking. I'm now doing public speaking and all sorts of things I never thought I would do way back in the day. So this is a technique that works for you, even if you are someone who has a quieter personality. It doesn't matter how soft your voice is, you can have an impact. If you are someone who enjoys getting out there, brilliant. You can really embrace this to do so in a way that is meaningful and amplifies your ability to make a difference in this world and have an impact that you feel proud of. But the bottom line is that every company needs clients, but not just any clients. You really need to attract your dream clients, people who love what you do, can't wait to work with you, are willing to invest the time and effort and resources in their success so they get amazing results from your collaboration. And as a result, you become known for the impact that you create and the results you get for your clients. And you can start to feel proud of the difference you're making in the world for yourself, for your loved ones, and for your clients. But for the right people to buy, they need to firstly know that you exist. They need to like what they find when they find you. They need to like you, your brand, and your offer. They need to believe that it offers value for them as they see it, as they understand value to be. And they need to trust that you can deliver what you promise. So you may have heard this know, like, and trust before. It's a nice concept because it is quite simple. Know, like, and trust. It rolls off the tongue. It's easy to understand, but it doesn't work if your dream clients don't believe that what you have offers them real value. You really need this belief. Your ideal clients need to believe that what you have to offer answers their needs. It provides them exactly what they want right now and delivers it in a way that's in alignment with their values and beliefs and the way that they want to approach their solution. It's really the missing piece for so many people because if they don't believe what you offer gives them real value, then no amount of biopsychology will convince them. Worse still, if they don't believe that what you offer is right for them, it may even come across as manipulative. And I know that's not what you want. If they don't believe, then your viral social media posts won't turn them into buyers. It will get you more awareness. But if they come to your website, if they have that conversation with you, if they don't already believe that what you offer is what they need, then it's not going to help you. The world's best SEO won't change their mind. You can be number one on Google, but if they land on your website and it doesn't tell them why you are the perfect fit for them, then they're not going to become a client either. You can put thousands into ad spend, but it will just be wasted. In short, no amount of marketing effort will work over the long term if your ideal clients don't believe that you have something really valuable to offer them. And understanding this value, it has to start with you. If you don't believe that what you have to offer is valuable, then you can't expect anyone else to. But when you do believe, you almost can't stop yourself from getting out there and getting more visible and consistent with your message and generating real tangible value for people. And that's where things start to click. That's where things start to become easy. When you start to feel more confident and you start to naturally attract the right clients just by having that missing piece, that belief. And the good news is you don't need any fancy tactics or anything expensive, and you don't need to be loud to make this work. You just need to know and believe in your true value. And this can be difficult, particularly if it's the beginning of your journey and you're starting out. You haven't proven your concept to anyone. You haven't done this before. So it can be tricky, but there definitely are ways to do this. And I've worked with several people who are 10, 15 years into their business, and they've always had clients. People have just turned up, but they've never quite delivered in a way that felt, this is me. This is me showing up, creating value in the way that only I can. I'm doing something special. And so, even though they have been in business for a while, sometimes several years, again, understanding this true value is just eluding them. And so, believing that they have something really special that's different to everyone else out there, that can be difficult to pin down, but you do have something different. No one else has your vision, your values, your background, your passion for what you do. And no one else is doing that for your specific ideal clients. And it's the crossover between the two. I call it your business sweet spot. When you build everything from that sweet spot, it's just magical. Everything starts to change for you. And when you know that true value, you know where your sweet spot is, and you start to weave this through everything you do, you'll naturally stand out and build know, like, and trust. The know, like, and trust will come as a consequence. It will become more natural and easy, and it will flow. And all of this naturally standing out, building that know, like, and trust, weaving value through everything you do. This is value whispering. Value whispering is the art of weaving your true value through everything you do, so you can naturally stand out and attract the right people and opportunities while creating a powerful impact, no matter how soft your voice. And it's something that I'm really passionate about. This is what works brilliantly for small business owners, because we don't have the time to be doing everything, to be omnipresent. But when you weave your value through everything, it all starts to come together, becomes cohesive. And so your marketing is a natural part of what you're doing anyway. I have created this diagram to show you how all the different elements of value whispering fit together. And this also represents the value whispering blueprint program that I'll mention towards the end if you were looking for more support to put all this together. But for many of you already, this explanation is going to be enough for you to start embracing value whispering and applying it to your business. So it all starts here at the top with the true value. Nothing happens until we really know and understand this. You need to understand your vision, your passion, your values, basically what makes you you and what makes you so special and so passionate about what you do and the way you help others. Then we do the same thing for your clients. Who are your dream clients? What is their vision? What are their values? What do they need to understand and believe about you in order to be an ideal client and to see you as their perfect choice of service provider? We need to understand those two things, and then we can take that information and create offers that are in your business sweet spot and naturally offer value in a way that's distinct to you. And once you dig into your true value and your ideal clients, you'll start to see that there are some distinct differences between you and other people. Even if you're working in an industry where there's a lot of competition, once you've gone through this process, you stop comparing yourself to other people. And this comparison-itis can really hold us back, particularly when there are many other people doing what you do. And perhaps they've been doing it for longer or in a different way, or they've published a book about how they do it. It can be easy for us to think, well, maybe there's no space for me in this market. But when you go through this process, you start to realize that there isn't really anyone else quite like you in this space. There's only you and your perfect fit clients. And you start to see how your ideal clients need you in this space. So that's the first part, the true value. Then, once you have that information, you can start the value weaving process. So, taking your value and weaving that gently through your marketing plans, through your messaging, through your sales conversations. So, everything you are doing generates value that's unique to you. Now, of course, under marketing, there's a whole ton of stuff. It's not just one simple, oh, that's marketing, tick. There are lots of ways to market your business, and what's going to be right for you will depend on the way that you want to create that value and who your ideal clients are. And it is possible to build a business without being on social media. Social media is a brilliant tool, but it's not the only tool. I've built my businesses for many years before social media came along, and the tools that I used then still work today. Once you're generating tangible value through your marketing and messaging, your sales process and conversations will become much more natural and enjoyable. And we'll go through this in a minute, and I'm going to share some case studies with you that will help you to see how that works in practice. And then we're going to start weaving your value through your processes as well, so that everything is going to support you and enable you to generate value for your clients in a human way and in a way that we can deliver consistently without the overwhelm. So it's looking at where can we automate things in a way that still feels connected to our clients and very human. Then we have the self-leadership. And self-leadership kind of comes into all of the other aspects, because as you start to nail down your niche, who exactly your ideal clients are, and focus everything on those clients, then some self-doubts can come up. Or when you start to realize, I am really amazing in this space, again, these self-doubts, that little voice can pop up and say, really? So your mindset and your leadership habits, these are going to be so important as you go through this whole process. And that will be supported by productivity techniques that work for you, for your stage of business, through your stage of life, through your personal situation, because productivity is personal. As I say, we want to make sure that we can show up as our best selves, feel natural as we share and generate value, and make sure that we never put ourselves in a position where we are burning out. This is a process where we want to be refining, simplifying what we do so that you can amplify your impact and become known for the results that you get. So all of these elements work together. And as they do, you'll start to build momentum, confidence, and have more impact. And this is going to be a virtuous circle that's going to continue to build and grow your business as you stand out and become known for the results that you get and the impact that you have. Now, this process can be quite difficult to go through on your own. So having someone work with you on this is extremely helpful. Now, this can be myself. I have, of course, this whole process mapped out with workbooks and tools and a 12-month program to support you through this process as you adopt value whispering, start to apply that into your business, and start welcoming new clients and opportunities into your business. However, you don't have to work with me on this. You can invite a friend or colleague to watch this training too, to understand this concept and go through it together and start you moving forward with that momentum, confidence, and impact. So let me walk you through the stages of this a little bit more and share with you some case studies as we go so you can start to see how value whispering works in practice and some of the key lessons and mistakes to avoid as you apply this to your business. So the first stage is understanding your true value. So we really look at revealing and believing in your true value. You want to identify and connect with your dream clients. Remember, we're not working with just anyone. Just having more clients doesn't always build a business. Sometimes it can run your business into the ground if these aren't clients who are paying for your value. Sometimes we have clients that cost us a lot more than they ever bring into our business. And not just in monetary terms, but sometimes they can cause us to doubt ourselves if they're not someone who's getting great results because they just weren't the right fit for us in the first place. So we really focus in on getting your dream clients into your business and then packaging your value into your offers and your unique system. As promised, here is Sarah, and I would like to share with you what happened when she understood her true value and brought that into her sales conversation. So, when we started working together, she was getting a lot of leads in. She was attracting a lot of clients and she was winning some small projects, but her low closure rate was causing her to discount her offers, which meant that she could pay her team, but not herself. What she was doing was something that I see a lot of people doing. She was talking about her offers. She was sharing about the tools that she has, the skills, her experience. And she thought that in sharing all of this, her value would be obvious. They would think, wow, I can't wait to work with you. But it wasn't obvious. It wasn't coming across to them. There is a time and a place to share your tools and skills, and it's not right here on a sales call. You want to be talking about your value. And I helped her to see how to break her value down into chunks and talk about the afters. So, what her clients would walk away with after working with her, how their business and profits would transform after they'd collaborated together. And we built her a simple sales call structure that allowed her to deliver heaps of value on that call and really understand her clients and how she could help them before getting to that part where she would talk about the perfect offer that's going to work for that client. Suddenly, her conversations became easier and more enjoyable. I remember after she used the sales call structure for the first time and she sent me a message going, oh my gosh, I need to go back and do this sales call structure with all my previous clients. I've really let them down because I haven't understood their needs and been able to map my value to those needs so we can really start to do something magical for them and their business. However, she was now on track. Her clients quickly understood her value. Her projects that she was winning became bigger and at higher price points, and no more discounts. She was able to pay her team and herself and get more interesting projects as well that were leading her and her team to feel challenged and start creating some new tools that she was really passionate about that she knew would make a difference for her clients. She finally had the time and the finance she needed to invest in new solutions. So that all came from understanding her true value. So the key lesson here is not to make your clients think. Talk about value, not your tools or your certificates or your experience. Don't make them have to think, okay, they're telling me this information. What does that actually mean for me in terms of value? You talk about the value so they don't have to figure that out for themselves. Then package that value into a simple system and focus on what value means to your clients. And you can do this through your conversations, understanding what they're looking for and then offering them the perfect solution to them. Remember, people only buy or buy into what they understand, and they pay based on value as they perceive it. So, understanding your value and having a great sales call structure that gives them the space to understand for themselves what value they're looking for, what value means to them, so you can move forward with your relationship and have an amazing collaboration and results. So, stage two is value weaving. So once you know your value, you want to start weaving that through your mission, your marketing, your messaging, your online presence and your content, your offers, your sales conversations, and more. The goal is for your clients to feel your value in every interaction they have with you or your team. You can then keep your activities and your focus simple and really focused around what's going to get the most value, what's going to have the most impact for you and your clients, and strip out everything else. So everything you do starts to feel more straightforward, it starts to feel right, and it starts to get results. If you have a conversation with someone who doesn't really understand the value of what you offer yet, so they're right here at the bottom left, they see little value in what you do, then you have to provide a lot of explanation as to the value you provide. This is when we start to feel salesy and pushy. We're doing all the talking and we're not really having much chance to listen to our clients and to give them the opportunity to talk to us about their perception of value, what they're really looking for. So if you are finding your sales conversations difficult and you are talking most of the time, trying to convince, trying to sell, it's because your clients are coming to that call and they don't understand yet the value that you offer. So here at point number 2, it's kind of 50-50. Already your conversations are becoming easier. They have a decent understanding of the value you provide, but it's still not 100% there. So you still have a gap to fill. But here at point 3, your clients come to that conversation already believing that you offer a huge amount of value, that it's highly likely you are their perfect service provider. They just maybe have a few questions. They want to experience what it's like to work with you personally, because particularly if you're in coaching, having a personal relationship that feels right is really important. So if they come to the call believing you offer a massive amount of value, you don't need to explain or sell yourself hardly at all. You just need to listen to them, answer their questions, probe a little bit more to understand exactly what they're looking for, and they come away feeling heard, understood, and valued. And that's where you want to be. So by weaving the value through everything that you do, through your messaging and your marketing and everything in your process before it gets that sales conversation, then you put yourself in this position at number 3, so you can have an amazing sales call. And this is also where you're going to start to enjoy these calls. So you're going to welcome having more of them. You're going to make more time for sales. You're also going to get a higher conversion rate. So more of the people you have conversations with are going to become clients because they're kind of 90% sold already. You just have to listen to them and for you both to agree, yes, this feels great. I believe we can get a lot from this relationship. Let's take that next step. So that's the kind of science bit behind value weaving. So this is Kate. And when we started working together, she'd been making a loss for 2 years. She assumed that she was struggling because of her lack of marketing know-how. And that was what was keeping her from success. However, this wasn't the case. And in fact, on our very first call, Kate realized that when a potential client asked about her school, she was talking about her teaching rather than the why behind her approach. Very much like we were just talking about, she was sharing her skills and the tools, and that meant she was saying exactly the same as her competition instead of sharing her real difference or her impact. And this led her prospects to buy from the cheaper and sometimes inferior alternatives instead. However, once she identified her true value, she could confidently explain her difference and do so from the heart. It was a game changer. Now, from the very first conversation, her prospects started to sign up for her school on the spot. Since they could now understand her true value, she instantly became their service provider of choice for their young learners, regardless of her higher prices. And when Kate described what she did, you would have goosebumps. People wouldn't imagine going to anyone else. Within days, Kate had more clients than ever before, and 6 months later, she was considering opening a second location to keep up with demand. Kate's situation is quite common. Many businesses lose out to the often inferior competition simply because they haven't been able to clearly explain the true awesomeness of what they offer. The key is to stop talking about what you do and instead talk about the passion you have for the impact you provide and in a laser sharp way. And once you understand your true value, it changes everything really quickly in terms of how you start to show up in your business and talk about what you do. The lessons here is to avoid the temptation to be professional. Now, what I mean by this is I see this situation all the time. I used to see it in corporate, I see it now with business owners that they are communicating to clients or on social media or through email. That means they have to be professional, which means they are cold. It means they are focusing on tools and facts. They're not being personal. And professional is about creating connection. It's about sharing what you do. You absolutely can be passionate and emotional and really show why you care so much about the results that you get, why you were so passionate about the way that you deliver results for your clients. That's professional. Professional is making sure that you are in front of and helping the people that you can be helping the most. And you want to communicate and connect from the heart. It's more than okay to do that. Every sales decision is emotional. We back it up with logic, but it's an emotional decision first. That's why we buy from people that we know, like, and trust, that we believe in, because it's an emotional decision. So the more we can communicate from the heart, the better and stronger those connections are going to be, the more we're going to naturally start to attract the right people. And I would encourage you to be your client's champion and make your marketing and messaging personal. Really focus in on the value that you can share and how you want them to think and feel and what you want them to do as a result of your marketing messaging, and really be intentional about setting that up. Your clients will feel the difference and they'll start to see you as their obvious choice of service provider, just in the same way as they did with Kate. Stage 3 is the self-leadership aspect. And as I say, it's not really a stage that comes afterwards. It's kind of sits alongside the others. The self-leadership part is so important in making your business work, not just your marketing. It's all about your CEO mindset, seeing yourself as the leader of your business, the instigator of your future, and being a kindful boss as well. Building your success habits, everything that's going to be the foundation of making sure that you can show up and be your best self every day. About finding your perfect productivity tools and planning and processes as well. I know it's not sexy, but it really does underpin everything else and enable you to keep things simple, because you don't have to recreate everything every single day. You can just follow your plan, tweak it as you go, and you learn what works for you, and then build that into your processes. So you're making things really simple as you go forward. And that was something that was a big challenge for Emma. After leaving corporate to raise her family, Emma lost quite a lot of confidence in her expertise despite her prior success and impressive qualifications. This inability to see her true value made it hard for her to promote herself online, as she felt like an imposter, which caused her to go in circles and become overwhelmed trying to find the right visibility strategy for her business and doing more and more of what simply wasn't working. Once Emma identified her true value, however, she quickly regained her professional esteem and created a message with instant appeal. This enabled her to comfortably show up online as her real self and connect with her audience in a way that felt natural to her and enjoy doing so. As her followers could quickly relate to the value she offered and saw her as a leader within her niche, within weeks, Emma was attracting new clients without the overwhelm or anxiety. Now she knew her true value and could package that into her offers. And looking at her processes, she was also able to simplify so much of what she was doing in her business and increase the impact she got for her clients. 12 months later, she was facing her first 7-figure year in her business. When building your business, seeking new clients, it's tempting to copy the strategies that appear to be working for others, or to feel overwhelmed and like an imposter when looking at what others are doing online. However, you don't need to know all the fancy tools or tactics to succeed online. Once you can articulate your true value the right way and build that into everything that you're doing, you'll soon break through all the noise as you naturally stand out and feel comfortable showing up as yourself. This is the key to attracting the right people and opportunities to your business and building the foundations for a thriving business. Confidence breeds clarity. So, imposter like feelings can cause you to work too hard and become overwhelmed. You're trying to do what everyone else is doing or be like other people who appear more successful. However, when you understand how you create value, it gives you amazing clarity and helps you keep things simple and impactful. When you package that value into simple systems, you'll start to deliver consistent results with ease and you'll start to be able to scale your business as well. As I said, all of these three things work together to help you naturally build value into everything you're doing so that you can have that impact without burning out, without feeling fake, and build that self belief, not just in your true value, but in your ability to make your vision a reality. So, how does value whispering fit into your business journey? This is the 5 steps to freedom. It's a model that shows the different steps you take as you build your business. So, the first stage is creation. This is when you're doing all the research, you're figuring out the right model for you, you're launching your business. Then you get into the chaos stage. What we think happens is that we create our business and then we go into control. We know what we're doing. We can start to measure things and incentivize our teams and clients and start to expand. But this middle section, the chaos, catches out so many people because they're not expecting it. And this horizontal gray line you can see, that's the break even point. So as you launch your business and you move into chaos, it can be easy to go below the break even point and start to spin in circles. This is the point where you started your business, the creation part. Then you have to figure out how to make that work. And that figuring out process, there's so much to learn, so much to do, so much to figure out, so many relationships to build. It really is chaos. And knowing what the right thing to do often comes from mistakes. As Marie Forleo says, everything is figure outable, but that process of figuring things out can take time. And often we have to make a lot of mistakes to figure out what works for us. And when you're coming out of that chaos stage, that's when you start to feel you have the control. You can really start to measure everything, start to economize, systematize, specialize, and have those economies of scale, which bring you to prosperity. And then you can move into the freedom stage where you have the choice of what you do next. So that's the process. But this value whispering fits in brilliantly in the kind of bottom of this hockey stick. So as you're creating your business, it can take you through the chaos stage without dipping way below the break-even point, because you'll have the structure, the tools, everything that you need to do the figuring out part, to figure out your ideal clients, to figure out exactly what you mean to them, to figure out your offers, your marketing, your sales process, your automation, your leadership style, your productivity, what works for you. The value whispering blueprint will guide you through all of this so you start to move into control. So if you are in this part of the journey, the value whispering blueprint will really help you to navigate this in the shortest possible time. The entire process, as I have it mapped out, if you are very focused, you can do it in 12 weeks. However, the program that I set up around it takes 12 months, because as you start to figure things out, as you have your marketing and your plans, then you start to implement them. And that's when the real lessons come. That's when you'll have more questions, when things will work or not work. And so I am there by your side for 12 months so you can adopt value whispering in your business and have support as you take that forward and start to welcome more clients. You start to say yes to more opportunities. So if this has really resonated with you, then here are your next steps. You can book a call with me and we will start to look at how value whispering can fit into your business. We'll start to create your next steps in a 30-minute strategy session. So you can book that by going to melittacampbell.com/call. I'll also put a link below this video. And or you can join the Dream Clients Club. So this is my online community where you can meet like-minded business owners, network with them, share your ideas and wins. You'll also access free resources and you'll unlock training on how to start adopting value whispering into your business. Plus, I'm there every week with live weekly value sessions to give you more information, more answers, more support as you understand your value and weave that through everything that you do. So you can access that club by going to melittacampbell.com/club. That's a free community. So do come and join the club and book that call with me. I look forward to speaking with you soon and helping you to adopt value whispering into your business.